I have no words, man. Absolutely no words. I'm heartbroken, I'm disappointed, and I'm fuming. All we had to do was not concede late on. All Chelsea had to do was to win this game and give me the 3 points. Because I was 2 or 3 minutes away from getting 3 points in this game. Because I did say 2-1 to Chelsea. I backed my team to win. But honestly, man, when it comes to defending, we are simply awful. The 2 goals we conceded, so easy. So easy. One from Jordan Henderson and another one straight from a corner. So easy, man. The 2 goals we conceded, so easy. And as you can see here, it ends 2-2. Stalemate. So 4 London derbies, 2 wins, 2 draws. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. 8 points in 12. Not great. Not great. We had a chance of being top of the league before the Liverpool face Burnley tomorrow. We had a chance to be top of the league, but we bottled that. We failed to do that because we just cannot hold on. Defensively, we were just been shocking, absolutely shocking. But for me, this draw feels like a defeat. It really does. Because when you concede later on, it just like it's like a dagger through the heart, man. It really is. And today, this result is both on the players and the manager. The reason why Enzo Wesker, I'm gonna, be, have a complaint about him is that he decided to put 3 or 4 centre backs in a game against Brentford. 3 or 4 centre backs. No Kukurea, no Weiss James, just 4 centre backs. Like, I didn't understand why he put Wes Fofana as right back. Well, you can clearly see he's a right centre back. I don't know where he got this from, but you can clearly see he didn't work tonight. Joe Hato, yes, he's a left back, so it's a left centre back, but that one for me, I didn't get it. I know that Cucurella has been playing a lot for Spain, but for me, I would let Cucurella start this game, then take him off me on Joe Hato. That's what I would have done, but he started in him, and then the midfield, Caicedo and Enzo fine, but then Buonanotte, I didn't expect him to come on and start the game. I really didn't. I really didn't. Yes, Palmer just came back from injury and it's no SFL, but I didn't expect him to start, you know? And the one thing I didn't get is that Mark Guru wasn't on the bench, but they said he's in the squad. So if he's in the squad, why is he not on the bench? Or why is he not starting? Why? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, honestly, like, it's so frustrating because this is why I know it's early days, but this is what I've been telling people. And this is why I asked the question on Football Tell is this team ready for the title challenge? Because I don't. Personally, I don't. We got Bayern Munich this Wednesday. And if we play like this year, we're going to get absolutely humiliated, annihilated, put in an absolute spiff, battered by Bayern if we play like this. Because the first half, once again, it was so poor from us. Slow, lethargic. Every time we get inside the penalty box, we don't seem to shoot. Our first shot on target came in the 43rd minute. 43rd minute, and it was Jamie Gittens. Took on a few players, cuts back in, curls it to the top left, and again, Kelleher just grabs it. That was her first shot on target, and it came in the 43rd minute. 43rd minute. It's absolutely embarrassing that it's only Jamie Gittens that allowed Chelsea to get the first shot on target. Because before then, we only had 2 shots. Only 2. João Pedro and Trevor Chalobah. Only 2 shots. It's absolutely pathetic. Like, are we becoming like second half FC? Because we did this against Fulham. First half, poor. Second half, much better. And it's the same thing again. First half, poor. Second half, better. And And I'll get to why we played better in the second half in just a minute. But the first half, it was just slow. Like, our attack today was really bad. João Pedro, haven't seen enough of him. You know, Buonanotte, I thought he did okay, but like I said, I didn't expect him to get a start. Neto was poor. Jamie Gittins, this is why I didn't get this signing at all. I really didn't. Today he was awful, absolutely awful. You know, did you know just couldn't get into the ball in the correct positions. His one was he didn't make any ones. He didn't look a threat. And I hate to say this as well, but when I feel like Garnacho did done well in like 50 minutes, then Jamie Gittins did in like 75 minutes, which is absolutely crazy. Cause I didn't like Garnacho, but when he came on, he at least he done something. Maybe he could have done better with the goal, but at least at least he done better than Jamie Gittins. And that's a strange thing for me to say this, but it's actually true. Jamie Gittins was awfully bad today. Really, really bad. All of the centre backs, just I think Chalobah has been decent. Really, his delivery was good, his defending was good. I feel like Chalobah is the only player who I can give praise to. I feel like Tosin did okay, but I think Chalobah did better. Lacy Fofana, I mean, I haven't seen much of him, but he did came back from injury. But for me, he's not a right back, and I hope Enzo Maresca realizes this. Lacy Fofana is a right centre back, not a right back. Of course, we did put him as a right centre back, but we started playing him as a right back. But like I said, putting 3 or 4 centre backs against Brentford didn't make any sense. It really didn't. And then the goal we conceded, Jordan Henderson, still playing in the Premier League, makes a great assist, makes a whips the ball into Kevin, takes past Tosin, took a bit of deflection, then went in, you know. It's a good goal, man. It really is, especially when Jordan Henderson made that assist. But it was so easy, man. Maybe what percentage could have done better, but they took a deflection. But for me, it was so easy, man. It really is. But it's a good goal. I can't complain about that one. So yeah, first off, really, really poor from us tonight. Really poor. The second half, we were a bit better. Not much better, but a bit better. And you know why? It's not because of the tactics. It's not because of the what do you call it? It's not because of the same lineup. Is because the substitutions. That's what made the difference. And one thing I will say is that Enzo Wesker did get the lineup wrong, but he did get the substitutes right, because in the 45th minute we made triple substitutions. We took off Bordenate, we took off Fofana, and we took off Jarahato. Then we brought on Taro George, Reece James, and Mark Cucurella. So yeah, we had both fullbacks playing, and both of them looked really, really good. Really, really good. Reece James made an impact. Mark Cucurella done his thing. Tari George, I mean, I don't think he was that great, but I can't really blame him because we keep on putting Tari George up top, where for me he's more as a left winger. And like I said, this guy is 18 years old, so we can't rely on a youngster, to play up top and try to score. We just can't. Then in the 56th minute, Cole Palmer came on for Jamie Gittins, which was the correct substitution. And then 5 minutes later, Cole Palmer scored an equaliser. And it was an assist from João Pedro. And at that time, we managed to put João Pedro in a 10. And for me, that's much better. Because I think for me, João Pedro is much better suited in the 10 than he does up top. Because he got an assist and he got 5 GA. So even though João Pedro didn't look good in the first half, the second half, he looked so much better. So much better. And since Cole Palmer scored the goal, he finally scores from an open play since January. So it's really, really good to see. Really, really good to see. And then another substitution is Garnacho on for João Pedro. And he did make up for, and he was a part of the goal for Moise Caicedo, which was a brilliant finish, by the way, from him, for Moise Caicedo. And then at that moment, I was saying in my live watch along, Chelsea, whatever you do, please do not concede another goal. Just hold on. But guess what happened? They don't hold on because Fabio Carvalho scores a late equalizer to make it 2-2 in the 93rd minute. And it all came from a corner. And once again, so easy to concede. So easy. So easy, man. All the space on the right hand side. That one was so frustrating. So frustrating, you know? And yes, maybe Robert Sanchez could have done better, but where was our defense? Where were they? Nowhere to be seen because they're all ball watching and all of them went to sleep for that goal. So easy, man. So easy. So it really is frustrating. But listen, yeah, it was 2-2. But I have to tell you, we did have chances, Cole Palm, like I said, the one thing that these players, need to work on is shooting because every time the players get on the ball, Chelsea fans, I'm hearing them shoot, shoot, shoot. Even I'm telling them to shoot. But what did they do? They take too long. If you look at Palmer's goal, he takes a shot for the first time, boom, back of the net. You look at Moise Caicedo, takes a shot, shoots, boom, in the back of the net. You know, this is the one thing we need to focus on. Shooting, taking a shot for the first time and quickly. Because if we don't shoot and we take too long, then either the opposition is going to be off target or the opposition is going to, get the ball really quickly. Honestly, man, like, it's just so frustrating. Like, and yes, we didn't score from a set piece, from a corner. But honestly, man, the one thing Chelsea need to do is to learn how to shoot. That's the only thing, and also defense we need to do much better. But honestly, our shoot we need to learn how to shoot. These players need to practice, man. Because if we don't shoot, then we have no chance of winning this game. Or if and I tell you what, yeah, if it weren't for the substitutions, yeah, I don't think we would have get a draw. We would have lost this game. So that's the one thing I'll give Enzo Wesker credit for is the substitutions were correct, but I'm sorry. The lineup for me was totally wrong. Putting 3 or 4 centre backs was really bad. Absolutely awful. It really was. So for me, Enzo Wesker, next time, do not ever put 3 or 4 centre backs ever again because you can clearly see it didn't work whatsoever. It really didn't. It really didn't. And honestly, man, all of that goal for Moise Caicedo just to be wiped out like that, it's just so frustrating, man. It really is. So honestly, I don't know what to say, but listen, the players who I can give praise to is probably Caicedo, Joe Pedro since he got an assist, Cole Palmer when he came on, and I think I actually Trevor Chalobah he's done good today. So yeah, maybe Garnacho came. Maybe I'll say Garnacho did okay when he came on. But for me, Chalobah, Caicedo, and Joe Pedro and Cole Palmer as well. All of you are the players that can hold your heads up high because you done your thing. The rest of you, man, was shocking, absolutely shocking. So for me, and even Enzo Wesker as well, your substitutions were correct, but your lineup was horribly wrong. Putting Wesley Fon as right back, putting Joe, just 3 or 4 centre backs against Brentford didn't make any sense. It really didn't. So yeah, there was no SFL today because he was ill. Because I do get that, but the game against Bayern, I need to see Reece James starting, Cucurella starting, Joao Pedro in the 10, and Mark Gu up top. That's all I wanted to see. Because if we play this because if he puts the same lineup like he did like he did today, and end up playing like this, we're gonna get battered and humiliated by Bayern Munich. We really are. So you know what I mean. So for me, we just need to improve on our shooting, improve on our defense, and hopefully do something against Bayern. Because the way I see this right now, it looks like we're probably going to lose on our return back to Champions League. So. But yeah, honestly, I'm just fuming, man. Really fuming. We had three. I was just so close of getting my prediction spot on, but they go ahead to ruin it in the 93rd minute for me. They just got ahead and ruined it. So fuming, man. So fuming. But yeah, man, that is basically it. So yeah, first half poor, second half better, but weren't for the substitutions, we would never get a draw. We would never. So But yeah, man, we go to. But yeah, that was our last London derby. It ends in a draw. Next up, away to Bayern Munich. So we'll be traveling to Germany for that one, and we'll see what we can do. So yeah, but guys, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Who do you think did good? Who do you think did not so great? And like I said, it's only Chalobah, Caicedo, Cole Palmer, and João Pedro, the only players that can hold their heads up high. Everyone else, shocking, man. Absolutely shocking, including the manager as well. So there you go. But yeah, man. It is what it is, man. So yeah, 2-2, as you can see there. We move on into Bayern Munich. So yeah, make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care, goodbye, and as always, come on, you Blues.